So I'm doing a dark pillow. I used Glidden Premium Base 3, which is the blendable, tintable kind, you know, one that you would use for like a pouring medium. That's why your pouring medium, you always want to get in the lowest base, whether it's base 3, base C, that kind of thing. Anyway, so I mixed this with Deco Art Extreme Sheen Obsidian, which is like a black iridescent, with a little bit of Amsterdam lamp black and this. So we'll see how that one turns out. Oh yeah, and of course my American Floetrol. You always want to put that in there. Helps level it out, just spread it out. Yeah, we'll see how that one turns out. And then the other half's just my typical Glidden Premium Base 1 mixed with some American Floetrol. And then the colors, like I said, the color schemes are different because I'm going to be playing with the color schemes that somebody potentially wants. Yeah, that's about it. And I mix all my colors with Valspar Reserve and Valspar Ultra, really depending on the consistency of the paint, how it starts out. Because like Folk Art, for instance, is like medium. It's not super fluid, but it's not like a tube paint. Like Liquitex tube paints are thick. They're just thick. So I like to use the Valspar Ultra for this because Valspar Ultra is way thinner. But like for my pigments and especially like Folk Art or Deco Art Extreme Sheens, I use the Valspar Reserve in base C because that one's much thicker. Helps, you know, get that right consistency. Always mixed with a gloss varnish. I use the Jo Sonja Gloss Varnish most of the time. But yeah, anyways, I just need to mix the cell activators and then I can paint. So let's do this.
Okay, we're mixing 3 different cell activators. I'm going to do Amsterdam Titanium White, Oxide Black, and then Artist Loft Aqua Green.
So I improvise with Artist Loft's Aqua Green mixed with some of this glue here to help give it that elasticity that the Amsterdam paints are so good at having. I've been trying to improvise, but I don't even have a lot of this left. So I'm going to have to use some old stuff and just kind of see if I can make it work in case I want to swipe with some aqua. And we'll start with Amsterdam Titanium White. And I really do think the Amsterdam paints make a huge difference. Because I've used Australian Floetrol with different brands, and it works, of course, because it's Australian Floetrol, but it's not quite the same. Like the Amsterdam is where it's at. And then even with my American Floetrol recipe for cell activator, where I add the pre-stained wood conditioner drops and a ton of glue, using the Amsterdam paint makes it always turn out way better. So I really do think the Amsterdam plays a huge component in the cell activator as well. So let's go ahead and do this. I'm going to be using Australian Floetrol. I'm spoiled now. It's really not, it's gotten easier to get. So you should really get this. And it lasts a while. I know it's like $50 for one, but it really does last a while. Gotcha. Usually it's way harder. Okay. So I just put 1 tablespoon in. I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of paint. That was kind of a heavy one. So we'll do a little heavier on the next. And 2. And 2. Perfect. Now we're going to move on to, this one's my favorite, Amsterdam Oxide Black. It's a great cell activator color, and it's just, again, Amsterdam. They're the paints to go with. You always want to shake your Australian Floetrol pretty darn good. There's 1. One-to-one ratio. For every 1 scoop of Australian Floetrol, you put 1 scoop of Amsterdam paint. There you got your cell activator. If you don't have Australian Floetrol, or Amsterdam paint, you can still make it work. I suggest using Liquitex Mars Black or Liquitex Titanium White. You mix that for a 10-to-1 ratio with the American Floetrol. So 10 scoops of American Floetrol, 1 scoop of the paint. And then you add about, for every scoop, for every scoop of paint, it's about like 10 drops of the pre-stained wood conditioner from Minwax, found at Lowe's. And then I use I use this glue with the American Floetrol recipe. But honestly, Amsterdam paint with a little bit of this Australian Floetrol, and it's like, that's the magic. I'm gonna finagle with my turquoise green. I need more of this too. Let's go, let's go, let's go. City. Yep, okay. A little bit extra. Okay. Now I think we're good. Let's see. I think that's good. You want it to be runny-ish. I mean, this could probably be a little bit better. It's a little too runny for my taste. I don't know. Oh, see that chunk? What the frickerdiggles? Ready? Here, this is the Oxide Black from Amsterdam. Now let's see how this one mixes up. Mixes up. Starts out pretty soupy. And you work it all together. Fold that Australian Floetrol right in. There we go. This one's pretty good. Yeah. See how it makes like the. Let's see. The titanium white, always that 1-to-1 ratio, is pretty. The titanium white with the 1-to-1 ratio is pretty on point. Like it mixes perfectly. The Australian Floetrol with this Amsterdam titanium white. Let's see. I'll show you what I mean by the elasticity I'm going for as well. It's a little drippy. I kind of want to mess with it. That one's good. Maybe I'll just do like a little here. Like literally dashes and splashes of this can make a difference. Alright, we're not gonna mess with it anymore. This one's the most perfect. I don't know how I'm feeling about this white, but we'll see. Oh, no, it's good. All right, I think we're ready to paint now.